coming up.
Brienna is handcuffed to a bathtub talking to ghosts on the internet. This is dumb. My brain didn't know how to interpret what I was watching. So, for the people that are listening, you don't know this, but the people watching, there's a blank screen to my left. Where's Brienna?
She didn't survive the bathtubs.
Help me!
This is horrific. The implications of being stuck in a residual energy containment vessel is insane. It has to do a lot with quantum physics and the haunted bathtub verse.
Huh?
This is all really high level advanced stuff and has a lot to do with science. I'm really concerned for her safety and well-being.
She's probably like on a loop, like a time loop, being sucked into the bathtub, experiencing the life over and over and over again. Can't get out. She has some residual energy going on there officially.
Yeah, she's just reliving all the traumatic incidents from her life, including but not limited to being handcuffed to the most haunted bathtub in America and then getting sucked down the drain by a lady in white and a hitchhiker ghost and a top hat man. All these stereotypes.
Look.
Whoa.
There's a Brienna.
All you had to do is mention the stereotypes.
Brienna pops up.
Yes.
What's happening?
We were concerned that you were stuck in the residual energy containment vessel, and Angela was trying to learn quantum physics to get you out because this is very advanced science.
I didn't think you survived the bathtubs, Bri.
No, we almost made a sequel.
I thought that's the one thing we said we weren't gonna do is turn this into a
But then you went missing, so me and Angela started the Avengers. This is I don't know what are they? Bathtubs Endgame.
Bathtubs.
Anyways.
I hear yelling in the background. Are you sure you're okay? Is the portal still open?
What if I said yes?
Then this episode suddenly got interesting. Welcome to our podcast, where we take deep dives
Looking at various topics through a paranormal lens.
Be aware the haunted bathtubs.
Do we have anything to say after that? Like,
No, we're done.
No,
Let's just have this be a 2-minute podcast. I'm good with that.
Honestly, yeah. It's kind of good. What they have survived, few would live to tell the tale. Ooh. For context, because this is probably either the most confusing Star Toon episode or actually probably both.
100% people are confused. We did not start this well.
Yeah, I'm here and I'm also confused. I mean, that's probably because I came in midway.
You cut through the veil and you escaped a portal, so like, cut you some slack here. Angela didn't hear there were some like wicked sound effects right before you like cut through the veil, so that was cool. I heard it and it resonated deeply on a spiritual level.
Are those sound effects something that you're putting in after the recording and that's why Angela didn't hear them?
I mean, time isn't linear and real, so that's why I can hear them. I assume she would be.
Oh, okay, I see. So what are we talking about?
Okay,
We're talking about bathtubs.
The one time Angela knows the fucking topic. This is a weird plot development of 2026. So we did a investigation at the State House a couple weeks ago. This is a very well-known haunted house, literally just like a neighborhood house. It was actually moved to its current location in Fort Wayne, Indiana. The land itself is said to be haunted, and this house has a lot of portals, allegedly, and a lot of paranormal teams go there. It's an up-and-coming, well-known haunted spot. We did an investigation there, and during our investigation, we did a series of TikTok live streams. And before we get into the meat of this episode, we first need to talk about a game that is not a sponsor, is not affiliated with this content. It is a classic Americana, I think. Is it an American game? I don't.
I don't
What are
know.
you talking about?
You know, Angela.
No,
Jumanji.
Oh.
No.
Seems
What?
like it, but it was
I-
actually Jenga. It's Jenga.
Oh, you're talking about the game you played at the State House. Okay.
Yes. The
That
game
that
that
was
we always
and
play.
that was the one sentence that actually made sense this whole recording. Bree, when did we start playing Jenga on Investigations? It seems like it's been a Crossroads
It's
classic.
yeah, how long when did we start doing that? It's been a couple of years now that we've been playing Jenga.
Think we started on Ben's 25th birthday at Stimson.
It was for
So
Ben's
2
birthday.
years,
Mm-hmm.
I believe.
Yeah. And we used that for determining who did a solo investigation.
Mm-hmm.
As we always do. Because
And
when
who-
investigations die down, we need that like energy, like
Mhm.
boost to be like, okay, let's, take a break, let's have fun, let's get high spirits and then give motivation, and that's our motivation is playing Jenga. And
Yeah.
Bree is very competitive, ladies and gentlemen.
I am very competitive, yes.
Yes.
And it's
And
sometimes my downfall.
it was
It was
in
your
this
downfall
case.
that time.
Ah.
We played a couple games, and we simultaneously watched Angela put on the best Jenga performance of all time, followed by the worst. So that was
Thank
pretty
you.
funny. But someone had the bright idea, because we were doing Jenga, our classic Jenga game, at a state house to do a solo, and we were going to TikTok live. Which one of you bozos decided to bring the handcuffs? Because it wasn't me.
Oh,
It
that was me.
Yeah, me and Angela were both like,
Yeah.
hey, let's why don't we grab the handcuffs? They were sitting right there with all of the stuff that
Mhm.
we were gonna grab, but then it was set aside and we're both like, let's grab those.
Handcuffs. I can
Um,
use that.
But we left them in the trunk of the car, and then when we were deciding, oh, let's go get Jenga, I'm like, hey, we should grab the handcuffs too, just for funsies.
Mhm.
Like an idiot.
By funsies, you mean whoever did a solo was getting handcuffed during the
Yes.
solo. Okay, so funsies, do you stand by that statement? Was it fun? Plot twist, spoiler alert, Brienna got handcuffed to a bathtub. Was it
I
fun?
would say this is not true for all solos, but that was a fun solo.
That was such a good solo.
So it was for funsies. I
We had
enjoyed
such
it.
a good time watching you do it too. I think everyone else also enjoyed it. You
Yeah.
had like, I don't know, you had like 40 people watching you. It was a show for
I
sure.
think it got up to 100 at one point, all vaguely concerned I'm handcuffed
They
in
were
a
like,
bathtub.
should we call the cops? Are you okay? And then
Yeah.
you'd get the creeps of being like, girls in bathtubs and handcuffs. This is my type of live, and I'm just
And
like,
it's like,
creepers. But
no, thank you.
Okay, well,
it would
let's
all be just like things like that. It was a good time.
let's backtrack a second, and quickly get off the topic of creeps. That's gross. But the state house, like I alluded to, they have a lot of alleged portals, and one of the most haunted spots is the one you'd least expect. It's the second floor bathroom. And they say the bathtub and that whole area is like a portal. A lot of poltergeist activity, disembodied voices, which is actually kind of like a creepy thought of like voices coming up from like the shower drain or whatever.
Out of all the places in the state house, like when we were there, it was a great location. Loved being there. We had a lot of experiences. Didn't get a lot of vibes there. That
Mm-mm.
bathroom is the one place where when you first walked in, it was like, oh, this is slightly different.
Yeah, it was like actually kind of creepy. So that was like the first place we were like, okay, Brianna, you lost Jenga, sucks to suck. We're handcuffing
Mhm.
you to this bathtub. And we live streamed it on TikTok. It lasted for about an hour. And just imagine for a second you open TikTok and you're just scrolling and suddenly you just see a girl in a dark room handcuffed to a bathtub with no context. Maybe not the smartest thing to do.
I mean, it grabbed people's
It
attention.
It did.
really grabbed people's attention for sure.
What do you say? It's because we go live on TikTok often now. Usually from my apartment, and usually it's kind of like at this point. I mean, I guess like haunted gesture cabinets and creepy dolls is not what people consider normal, but for us at
Hmm.
this point, it's normal. Would you consider being handcuffed to a bathtub like it's our most iconic live stream we've ever done?
Yeah, I mean it's definitely different.
A lot of people who do live ghost hunt stuff on TikTok, they are never like showing themselves. It's always an outward thing, no
Hmm.
other people. And I just love that we got like the whole picture of everything going
Hmm.
on, and it was just so good.
Yeah.
I had the foresight. We work differently than most people. I feel like most people are like, we're going there to film something. We're gonna film X, Y, and Z. We just accumulate footage and then like, you know, at some point maybe we'll put it out in an edited
Uh-huh.
format. I had the foresight that this is simultaneously extremely scary, extremely sketchy, and also one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. So I set up the camera. Not only was it filming for TikTok, there's a professional camera filming Brienna handcuffed to the bathtub. So,
Oh, we didn't mention at all yet that I was completely in the house alone for the
oh,
investigation.
yeah, yeah.
Ben and
And
Angela completely left.
well, here's the thing. We
We
we hung
did.
out in our car in the driveway, left you in the building all alone.
Hmm.
Now, unfortunately, fortunately, I left the keys in the house with you. Otherwise, I would have totally just like driven down the road or
Left.
something. But we were watching on the
Oh.
live the whole time. Don't worry. Um, so you're in the house alone, stranded, handcuffed to a second floor portal bathtub while being filmed by two cameras. So this was like Angela. I'm curious how you felt because to me, I kept oscillating between this is the greatest thing I've ever witnessed because it was truly captivating. Brianna, you led that live stream so well, and you couldn't even tell you were. I mean, I don't even know. Were you scared?
I mean, at first, and then once I got like settled in, it was like I can do this. I had the comfort of knowing that you guys could see if anything happened, like you'd be right in, or I could like I could leave though the handcuffs made that commitment of I have to stay. So
Yeah.
it was like I was a little scared, like but I settled into a comfort zone. So
Yeah, I wanted to stress here. It's a good time. These aren't like police grade handcuffs. You
no.
can escape if you really wanted to. So it's
Mhm.
like it's not like you can just slip the cuffs and be like, haha, joke's on you. But like if there is an emergency, and there kind of was towards the end of this solo investigation, you could work your way
You can
out of
get
it.
out easily, yeah.
Yeah, but it was more so Bree, would you agree it was like just like a comfort thing, like, yeah, this is gonna force me to actually do this instead of just
Yeah, like I was saying, it's more of like you're like a nod to being committed. Like I know I've done solos before or have been like, "Oh, I'm going to go do a solo or go check out part of this house or location by myself," and I'll start walking that way and I'll get so filled with adrenaline and just be like, "Nope, not going to do it actually. Who do I think I am?" Whereas having handcuffs and being like, "Nope, I actually have to stay here because I'm here and these are on me." It gives me that more encouragement and incentive to stay. So that's why I actually thought it was a good inclusion too for the investigation.
Mhm.
and it was your idea.
It
So
it was unfortunately my idea. I keep saying unfortunately, and the
It's
only
not
reason I'm saying
unfortunate.
unfortunately is because in the future, if this ever happens again and it's in a place that's scarier and I have to do another solo investigation and have to be handcuffed somewhere, I'm going to be terrified. So,
Imagine though if you have to do that in like a well-known location that's known for like negative energy or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I think the biggest comfort was
And
that I was on
yeah,
alive.
but
Like,
yeah, the live from the energy though. Like we are big
mm-hmm.
believers that like when you go live, all these people coming in and giving out the energy, like it's helping with the activity that's happening around you. And I'm just like, if you had to do that at like, I don't know, what's the Conjuring House or
No,
something like
even
that
worse than The
be
Conjuring. Here's this for a prompt. We go to Ohio State Reformatory or like a prison, like Eastern State or
Oh
something,
god.
and you're
No.
alone on the
No,
top
that's okay.
prison
A
block,
prison is
handcuffed.
the one place I do not want to do a solo. Like,
Handcuffed, it's perfect.
no.
Because that's also a trigger
It-
object.
In the
It is a
men's
trigger
violent
object.
ward or something like that.
Yeah, in the violent women's ward. Do it.
No, the men's. Imagine the
But she would fit
interactions
right
that would
in.
happen.
Oh, yes. You'd be getting all the creeps then. Spiritual creeps.
Mm-hmm.
Big ick.
Okay, back to the State House
Brainstorms.
live.
Yeah. Man, I really hyped up the State House, I feel like, with all the portals, but then when you compare... Because that's the crux of it. This whole bathtub thing, it sounds creepy, but then you compare it to, like, what we were just talking about, like, OSR or, like, Eastern State, and then it sounds
Mhm.
like...
The State
bruh,
House is honestly
stupid.
very laid back.
It's
place.
laid back, but
It is-
also the
it is an
concept of a
enjoyable
bathtub
yeah.
is just
Yes.
ridiculous.
It's an enjoyable place to
I'm,
investigate.
like, drooling
Yeah.
over this.
It's
Did
like
you
if
see
you
that?
want a nice, like, chill place to investigate and nothing like up in your face, the State House is like a very good place to go. That's our experience, at least. What the fuck, Ben?
More drool.
Disgusting.
I felt like I had to do it twice in case
Why
you
did
missed
you
it.
do that?
Because I
No
drew.
one wants to see your spit coming from your mouth.
What's a good thing no one watches these on YouTube?
Oh,
Most people listen.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I just thought maybe you missed
Oh,
it.
we
I
definitely
drooled.
lost like
yeah, I
all
missed
of our
it. I didn't need to
followers
see
because
that.
of that.
We lost all of our followers.
Yep.
No one wants to see your spit, Ben.
Anyways, so my point being though was like, yeah, the chill versus like the intense, and also there's no demons or negativity at the State House. But my point I guess was this was simultaneously, and I keep coming back to this. Ange, I'm curious your thoughts.
Mm.
While we were watching Brienna handcuffed to the portal bathtub in the State House alone, live on the internet,
Mm-hmm.
I was glued to my screen
Mm-hmm.
for the full hour. It was so captivating and entertaining. I forgot like I was watching Brienna. I thought I was watching a movie. But
Yeah.
I kept going back and forth. 1 second, I was like, this is intense. This is scary. What if something actually happens? Oh, there's crazy stuff going on. Spirit box responses. Cat balls going off. What if something paranormal happens? What if something emergency happens and we have to run in and save her? And then I think about that for 2 seconds and I think, wait. Brienna is handcuffed to a bathtub talking to ghosts on the internet. This is dumb. You watch the footage and you don't know. You're like, my body, my brain didn't know how to interpret what I was watching. Is this the dumbest thing we've ever done, or is this the scariest thing we've ever done? Andrew, did you
I don't think
share
it's
that with me?
either the scariest or the dumbest thing. I just thought it was cool and
Well,
entertaining.
What were you
Yeah.
thinking while watching it live, Ange? What were your thoughts?
Most of my thoughts was I feel bad for Brianna right now because it's been longer than 15 minutes, like we said we'd leave her there,
Did we
and it
tell her
turned out to
15
be
minutes?
40. I think we did, and we left her up there for 45 minutes, and I felt bad we weren't coming up. Honestly, that's what I was thinking about the whole time. But Brianna also said, I'll let you guys know when I want you guys to come up or whatever, and
Yeah, she wasn't.
so I knew it was fine. I just felt bad because we also wasn't updating her on how long it actually has been, you know.
Yeah, Brianna was just having fun. Again, Brienna was like, I was thinking along the same lines as you, Ange. Like, I feel bad. She's got to be scared. Then anytime someone came in and rightfully asked, "What am I watching right now?" Brianna would just say, "I lost Jenga."
Yeah.
That's
I
all
lost
she would
Jenga.
say.
I was at one point, like at the beginning, just explaining, oh, like I'm doing a solo investigation. I'm handcuffed in a bathtub. Like, don't call the police. Like, I'm fine. And it just devolved to I lost a game of Jenga and my friends hate me. Um,
And I love how
no,
other people in the comments like hopped on and were like in on the bit. Like
Yes, they
these are
were.
total strangers on the internet. And whenever someone came in and was like, "What am I watching?"
what am I watching?
A stranger who has no idea who we are, their only context for who we are is Brianna is handcuffed to a bathtub. They would jump in and reply to people saying, "She lost a game of
Gosh,
Jenga," as if that's normal. Who are these people on the internet that just like
Yeah.
engage in discourse? Oh, she lost a game of Jenga. It's okay. So her friends handcuffed her to a bathtub and left the building. What? Why is that normal to these people?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if I was watching like a parody or something. When they started jumping in, I was like, "Are these people real? Are they trolling? Or are they like again the whole thing of like the uncanny and stuff?" It's like
Yeah.
this
Like,
is
it's scary, but she just lost the game of Jenga. It's like, hang on. Should I be scared?
and the first thing I wanted to do when we got home was watch back this footage because we were watching the TikTok live, screen. Then, like I said, I had the whole other camera filming,
Mhm.
the Blackmagic cinema camera, so filming in like really clear, cool footage, and I wanted to see like, I can relive that live stream in that camera. The whole time I was watching it again on replay, and I don't often rewatch stuff, but I did this. All I was thinking was, I have no reason to edit this. We have no films coming up where this would fit in at all tonally. But if I
Mhm.
were to edit this, do I put creepy music or funny music? And I just kept thinking, I was like, I should put funny music there. But wait, I should put creepy music there. And then I would like switch out and I would be like, it works with both music. Like it works funny, it works scary.
it's
And
a
I was just
horror
so fast.
comedy.
It ended up being, yeah, I ended up editing this hour-long live stream into a 20-minute short film called Beware the Haunted Bathtubs, and it plays as a horror comedy. And
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people in the paranormal, when they make their shit, make their content, they feel like they have to establish a tone. And if they say, this is a scary video, this is a scary episode, we're dealing with a demon here, it's gotta be scary and demonic. Like, that's the tone, we gotta stick to it. But I feel
Mhm.
like more often than not, with the paranormal, it rests in that uncanny. And honestly, I kind of like that we put something out that's a 20-minute horror comedy. If anyone comments, this is stupid, this is dumb, they are 100% correct.
Yeah.
But also, if
We
someone
won't
says,
lie.
this is scary, this is creepy, I was on the edge of my seat, they're also kind of correct.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think what we did with it really shows that because like you were saying, like the paranormal, most people always focus on like the negative or like this really scary or the terrifying and you don't see this side of paranormal investigating very often where it can be comedic. You can have funny things happen. Some things you do can be stupid, but that's the thing. That's the great part about paranormal investigation is it's not all scary.
And yeah, and believe us, majority of the population think it's total BS and not scary because it's all fake. So
Yeah.
just enjoy the episode of it.
Mm-hmm.
To that point too, people say it's fake, it's fake. Well, yes, this film, the short film, has a lot of over the top. I hired a narrator, like a voiceover guy, to do like a dramatic, like "Beware the haunted bathtubs," but there's a lot of like over the top editing and stuff. well, not really. I didn't push it too far, but it's
Yeah.
more than we typically do because it was live streamed. 1,000 people watched this live stream and they know it was real. They watched the whole hour, so like I felt like I could have edited it a bit more because of that. Not trying to prove if Joe Schmo on Facebook says BS. It's like, okay, cool. 1,000 people on TikTok know it's real, so who
We
cares?
also talked about this before in a later past episode. It was talking about how yes, what we put out there is real. Like our stories are genuine. Like we may reenact some stuff, but like the reenactments is like what actually happened, and it's a story. It's a project. It's art. It's not what we do isn't just to fully show the evidence that we get. We want to put it into a story. You
Yeah.
know.
Well, I mean, yes, and I'd go a step further and pose a rhetorical question here. I don't expect an answer, but the definition of documentary is artistic representation of reality, and I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what reality was during that. Was it what my reality doesn't know if it was scary or funny. I guess that's
Uh-huh.
why it was a horror comedy, because to me, it was
It could
it
go
was
either
both.
way.
And
Yeah.
I think Bree, since you did survive, allegedly, I mean,
Allegedly.
now you're
Allegedly.
back. You might get
Yeah.
sucked
You
back into the
survived the
portal.
bathtub.
Yeah, I survived the bathtub.
How do you feel about the whole bathtub experience?
It was different. I like I said, it was probably one of the more fun solo investigations that I've done, and it gave me more courage to do more in like solos in the future. I'm saying that now and I'm probably going to regret it saying it later. Cuz I always feel like yeah, I'm going to do this thing and then it's like, oh crap, I have to do this thing. Um
I like how your little idea to get handcuffed to a bathtub turned into the most iconic live stream we've ever done, and then a short film that we don't really know how to talk about or
yeah.
promote. So, any final thoughts? Because I don't even know what else to say about this other than if you're intrigued, which you should be, go check out Beware the Haunted Bathtubs. It's a 20-minute short streaming on Paraflix. There won't be
Mm-hmm.
any film festival screenings for this. There's no
Why
film
not?
festivals. You can't submit this to any film festival. What film festival is going to watch Beware the Haunted Bathtubs?
I think it's still worth trying to submit. I think it's fun.
Why the fuck not, honestly?
Why
Like,
not?
yeah, would it get
It's not.
accepted?
What's the worst they could
I
say?
highly doubt
No.
it, but
Okay. I'll look at free festivals to submit to.
Yeah.
just watch. You're gonna submit it, and it gets
And
like
then everyone's gonna be like, "Wow, this is great."
every single film festival you submitted it to, like they accept it, and you'd be like, "What the heck?" That's
Yeah.
usually how it works, to be honest.
Because I mean,
Yeah,
not
the
say,
least expected stuff happens.
yeah, not just because I'm like the main star in the film, not really, but
But you are.
it is very well put together and it tells a really good story. Like you said, it's a documentary that is a work of art. Like and you frame things very well and it plays and reads very well. So if it wasn't me who was in the video, I would be interested in watching it all the same. Like,
That's a good plug and all, but I was looking at, the website you submit film festivals to, and there's a lot of free ones that have to do with water. Unfortunately, I
oh,
think they're all like environmental or like climate change
oh,
based, so it might not be appropriate, but they're free, so why not?
yeah, why not?
Can you imagine
Because
it's just like a bunch of environmental like documentaries, and then we submit to the documentary category, and the jury is just like,
Huh?
what? But like we said at the top, this is like really advanced quantum science, the residual energy containment vessel portals and stuff. So any scientist worth their what's that saying? Worth their salt? Set
Where's
the.
the thought?
I don't know. I'm not good at idioms.
Who knows?
I don't. Whatever. Okay, so this is getting stupid. So any final thoughts?
This is getting stupid. It
No.
started stupid, unfortunately.
All of this was stupid, to be honest.
What if Bree actually was stuck in a portal? What if? What if this is all real?
If Brienna's stuck in the portal, then who's this on the screen?
You'll never know.
I'm scared.
It looks like Bree. It sounds like Bree. Is this
Is this her doppelganger?
what? Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Paranormal Lens. If you liked what you heard, every 5-star rating and positive review tells the algorithms we're a worthy podcast and pushes us out to more listeners. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we'll see you next Thursday for another paranormal deep dive.